evening, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Live from the Secret Stash. I am one of three hosts, Christian Cortez, joined always by...
I am Michael Zapsik, and to my right is the lovely and talented...
the wonderful and amazing...
Julia Zapsik.
How you guys doing?
Yeah. Oh, you can't hear me?
No, I can hear, we can hear you, but it's
All right,
always
all
better
right.
to get closer
Yeah,
to
it's
the
always
microphone.
better to get
Yeah,
closer.
I'm looking. Oh, there we go. Hold on, I have to because it's gonna
make sure
blast
we're
everybody. I know.
Make sure we're muted so that you can monitor our comments and not destroy our audio feed.
Exactly.
Yes, and so you can block people, as is your purview.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
know,
I haven't
she's cruising through the comments, people, so
I haven't
beware.
blocked anybody in a while though.
Don't be saying stupid shit.
Yeah,
How
I
you guys
know.
doing?
We're good. We're
I'm
supposed
good.
to
I
be...
can't see us,
Are we supposed
though.
to be ignoring her, though?
Oh, do we ignore
I don't
you?
know.
Oh,
That's
no,
what
Is there
it said,
someone
yeah.
at the end of the table? I don't know.
Yeah,
Is
it's
there some-
I
So
don't
how are
see-
you, Christian?
I'm
It's been a
good,
minute
bud.
and a half.
It has been. We had some stuff going on, so
We did.
it made sense for us to take a little hiatus. We had holidays, we had some events that kind of changed and stuff like
yes,
that.
we had changeable.
Yeah, it was just it got hectic, you know, and
Yeah,
sometimes
no,
you just
it
need a
was,
little bit of a break.
Pretty much, but I did miss you guys, so it's nice to be back.
Aw.
First and foremost, how was the Thanksgiving?
Oh, it's delicious.
Oh, Thanksgiving was fantastic. We celebrated in our usual way. We
Mhm.
stayed in our pajamas all day.
Did not get out of the pajamas
We did not
at
get out
all.
of the pajamas. and
Well,
we
no,
just-
that's not true because we had to go next door and feed our neighbor's pups.
I was in my pajamas.
You know what? So was I.
She
Yeah,
commit.
it
Oh,
was
you committed
literally-
to the bit. There
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
go.
it was literally
No,
next door,
I was
and the
trying to
dogs
think.
don't give a shit if I'm wearing.
Yeah, they didn't
like,
give a
you know,
shit. So they
my
were,
Sunday best.
Yeah, the
and my
human,
pajamas.
the
yeah.
humans judge. The dogs are like, "Hey,
yeah,
cool."
yeah, they were just happy to see us. No, so
I'm
we
feeling
actually,
like Elon. If they're judging me because I'm wearing sweatpants, go fuck yourself. Actually, if you're judging for anything, I'm wearing sweatpants. I'm not wearing pants at all. Go
that's gonna
fuck
be-
yourself.
That's going to be a favorite meme.
Yes.
It probably already is a favorite meme all over the internet.
Go fuck yourself.
No, I
Yeah.
mean we had, we eat traditional, like we have a turkey. Although we did try stuffing with cornbread this year.
Yes.
And it was
What-
very, very
oh my
good.
God, what a hit.
It was very, very good. And we
Oh man.
and I made, because Daniel, that's our youngest son, he eats very clean.
Mhm.
So he
Eats clean, bro.
He eats clean, bro. So I made him, well, I made all of us, but inspired by him. True wild rice. I don't know if any of you all have eaten like real wild rice. So wild rice, I found out, is actually a grass seed. It's not a rice at all. However, it is edible. It's actually really delicious.
It is delicious.
And it is ridiculously high in protein and fantastic amino acids and like vitamin B and potassium. I mean, it's like a freaking superfood. You have to cook it forever, but you toss that in with some nicely browned mushrooms and some rosemary, and it will knock you on your ass. It's so good. It was so good. So
I
good.
could smell that.
Yes, it was delicious.
Oh my god.
And
We
then
made
homemade
mashed
cranberry sauce,
Yes.
like my mom made it. So the poor man, way of making it. So you have to take your orange juice concentrate.
From concentrate.
Yeah, you have to use it from concentrate. It can't be
Frozen.
fresh orange juice. You can't hand
Frozen.
squeeze the fucking
Okay.
thing. You have to get the
Get
concentrate,
that look on
the
your face. Like,
cheapest ass can of
like-
concentrate, all banged up. Peel. The paper's peeling off.
It's
Get that.
freezer burn because it's been in your freezer for like
Use that.
8 years.
Use that instead of water, and and a cup of sugar and your cranberries, and it is
Yeah.
Ooh.
fantastic. So we had that, and then we had creamed onions. That was Mitch's request.
We had
Mashed potatoes, gravy,
cornbread, just straight up cornbread.
Yeah.
From
And-
scratch?
From
Yes,
scratch.
from scratch. The only concession was I did use canned cream of corn.
That's
So
fine.
yeah. So, but everything else was from
And
scratch,
mashed
yeah.
potatoes with this was
No
messed up.
dairy, yeah.
No dairy.
Again, a Daniel thing. No, and they were delicious.
Smart balance
Mm.
and
Mhm.
bone broth.
But it still had that.
Yes,
Texture,
unctuous,
Oh, of
creamy
course I-
texture. Yes,
I
it
whipped
did.
the shit out of
Yes, it did.
Oh,
Yes, it did.
I love homemade mashed potatoes.
How does-
That was
how does-
always-
How does
Those are always my
Engelbert
thing.
Humperdinck know? Wait a minute.
Wait, what?
He's asking if you sleep in the nude.
I wear my pajamas when I get to mail 2 blocks away. Problem is, I
Is he
sleep in
saying
the
he
nude,
sleeps
so
in the
people
nude,
get
or is
super
he-
judgy. So
Do you-
wait,
And seriously, how many fucking people do you have watching you sleep?
I'm like, why do you care if people are watching you sleep? Who's watching you sleep, bro?
Yeah, seriously.
Who's just like
Yeah.
over your bed?
So we
Yeah.
ate all that. We had
I hope-
pie, because we can make pie, but I don't make pie. So
No.
peach pie and pumpkin pie from Delicious
Oh my
Orchards,
God,
which
we went
was
to Delicious
out
Orchards.
fucking standing.
Yeah.
We
I
had-
love Delicious
We had the
Orchards.
sweetest, and it was the sweetest experience too. We used to go. It used to be a tradition. Then the storm
Before
hit,
kids. Well, before kids.
and before kids, and we haven't gone like in many, 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 many years. But this year we were like, you know what? Let's do it. Why not? And we got there at 7:30 in the morning. Don't ask me how that happened, but we got there at 7:30 in the morning. The line was already wrapped around the building
At Delicious Orchards?
at
Yeah.
Delicious Orchards.
The
And
day before Thanksgiving.
yeah, and
You got to realize.
they were supposed
Uh-oh.
to open the doors at 8, but they actually opened it at like 7:40. Let me tell you something. These people are, if the military wants to know how to get shit done,
Go
go
talk
to
them.
Delicious Orchards the day before Thanksgiving and watch these people work. Not only were we parked our car at 7:30. We were back in our car on the road going home
Bye.
by 8:01. And we bought a cart full of food. You walk, I mean, they know exactly how to move you in there. You walk in, everybody's got
Sold
a
out in
huge
15 minutes.
smile on their face. They're like literally genuinely glad to see
that's where
you.
the Black Friday crowds went. They went to Delicious
They
Orchards
hand
instead.
you your pies. They help you find
Why
everything you
where
want.
did
They
you wanna
check
go?
you out.
Oh no, nothing. I noticed this year that like there was never like any
Yeah.
crowds or anything
Yeah,
for
yeah. Oh
anything
no, they
Black
were there.
Friday related.
They were there when we left. They finally had the police officer that had
Yeah.
come, and they were starting to direct the traffic because that's
Yeah,
usually what happens.
that's also a Thanksgiving thing.
But it was such
Oh
a
my
beautiful
God.
experience. We got some great stuff. We had our cider donuts and our apple cider and our pies, and we were so freaking happy.
I love
So-
cider donuts.
Oh my god,
And
they
the
make
tart,
the best.
apple
Yeah.
cider. Oh my god.
The
it's
tart,
amazing.
and they had the cranberry apple cider this year. I hadn't tried before. That
my
I
mom,
was.
my mom made her amazing apple pie, and I kid you not, she hadn't made it. I think in the past 3 years. I think just because we had a full plate already.
Yeah.
But oh man, I
Mm.
anything
Do
like
you know what
that
kind of
type
apple
stuff.
she uses?
I don't actually, and I think
Ah.
I think my mom keeps all her recipes to herself for now because
I
she's
think you
like,
have to
oh, this is
spy
gonna
on her a little bit.
this is gonna
yeah.
bring them back when they move out, and I'm like, that's fair.
She's not Italian, is she? Because that's like an old Italian trick.
No, she
Yeah.
probably learned it from them, but no,
Yeah,
my
okay.
mom. I have yet to learn the secret family recipes. Although I did learn one, and it's my family's baked mac and cheese.
Yeah, you
which-
talked about that. You have never shared any of that with us, even
Never.
as a taste.
I
I don't
know.
want the
Come on,
recipe.
man.
I just want to eat it.
Because
You have to bring it
listen.
in so we
I
can eat
went
it.
on. Well, I tried. And I'm still trying to go on some sort of health kick. And when I tell you that thing is what clogs an artery, yeah.
Yeah.
So because the problem is like, yes, I can share. Do I want to? No,
Right.
but
You don't have to.
I probably should for my health.
Well, what else? Did you,
So-
what else did you guys have?
All
on
the usual
Thanksgiving?
bird cranberry sauce, but my mom's stuffing
Ooh.
is always something we look forward to.
Yeah.
My mom is an amazing cook. Like
Go, Mom.
everything that she makes, like whenever, even growing up, I knew like, oh, mom's making dinner.
That's awesome. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
mom always had the magic touch in the chicken,
Okay.
in the kitchen, so in the chicken. Well, that works too, actually. But yeah, no, Thanksgiving was fun this year too because we actually did it earlier than on the day because we
Okay.
didn't actually do it on like the actual holiday. My sister was home for the holidays,
Oh,
but she
nice.
was gonna leave before Thanksgiving, so we were like, let's do it early, and it
Okay.
took all like the pressure off of the holiday.
Nice.
Like it was just a very casual dinner. It just happened to have all Thanksgiving foods and stuff.
Mhm,
So it was
mhm.
very nice. It was very relaxed, and I didn't have to feel like I don't know. There was something about it that really did work,
Nice.
and I liked it a lot. And then on actual Thanksgiving, we just brought my nana over, and we had like pretty much leftovers. And I love my grandmother, but her memory's starting to slip, so she just thought, "Oh, this is just Thanksgiving. This is great."
That's perfectly
Yeah,
fine.
that's perfectly fine. And because I
White
'cause
bread?
she-
Mayonnaise, everything in between. All right,
oh,
I can get
well,
behind that.
yeah, she had a piece of toast, pretzel sticks, popcorn,
Jelly beans.
Jelly
yeah,
beans.
yeah. We've seen that. We've seen that. Oh, we had greens too.
Yeah,
We made
collards.
greens.
Oh,
Yeah, Mitch
no,
Mitch
12
wanted
hour.
collards. Yeah. with the pot liquor
Yeah.
and
I made my own
he
pot
made it
liquor.
for 3 days. These
Ham
greens.
hocks and pot
It
liquor.
was ridiculous. Yes,
Oh my
I
God.
can't
Yeah.
believe I forgot that. Yeah.
If you guys want to tell us your family secret recipes in the comments, I'll be taking down notes.
Or you could just talk about what you love to eat.
And I
'Cause I'm
brined-
always down for that.
I brined our turkey for 3 days. 2 days? 3 days.
2 or 3 days.
2 or 3 days.
Yeah.
So moist.
Did you ever deep fry a turkey?
I've done it
No,
before.
I haven't.
It's horrible.
Really?
I've never tried it. Like it never
People rave
looked.
People rave about it though. They say it's delicious. I've never had it, but
I mean,
No?
it's fried foods. It's just. I mean, there's always a great taste associated with that,
I know, but,
Yeah.
you
but it
have
just
to,
seems so overrated,
it is. And
especially
you have to,
considering how dangerous it
it's
is.
incredibly dangerous because you will set your backyard on fire. Or if you're stupid enough to do it by the house, you're going to set everything that you love and cherish ablaze. So,
I don't understand how people can still be that stupid. Like, that's
really, you
that's
don't understand how people
Yes,
can be that
yeah.
stupid.
I should.
Live just a
have you-
few years longer,
have you-
Christian. It will
exactly,
all become
have you-
clear to
I
you.
driven
know,
in
but
Jersey?
like, how are you gonna own a whole ass house and then be like, I'm gonna deep fry the bird right next to it? Like, I'm sorry. This is coming from the perspective of someone who would like to own a home one day, and just that
Would
form of
appreciate it. I
stupidity
got you.
is just
No.
it's infuriating. I deep fried a turkey. Most dangerous thing I have ever done. Stuart, are you missing some eyebrows this year, buddy? I hope not. Christian, come visit us in the South. Absolutely.
And thank you, Scott, for showing up and manning the station to keep people safe.
Yeah, I'm
Scott-
sure
Scott Huberman.
Scott's the one who comes in and
Yeah, and
hoses down your house when you set it on fire with the fucking
Yeah.
fried turkey.
Yeah, so
Oh my
please don't do
God.
that. I wonder how many houses Scott's had to do that on Thanksgiving.
Actually, he probably pulls up. He's
Scott,
like,
tell us in the comments, how many dumbasses did you have to deal with?
and that's insane. And is it like, you're really, really stupid and you don't deserve to have a house, so I'm going to let it burn? So I'll step back and I'm letting it burn.
And
then I'm
back
gonna-
with a pair of sunglasses.
Just watching it burn, going, and every like couple, dumbass. That's all you have to, dumbass.
What? So let's
Are
say
you gonna do something, dumbass?
if you have to play some music to this scene, what music are you playing?
Oh, Freebird.
Freebird.
There you go. That's
See,
good.
I'd play some like disrespectful shit. I'd play like fire.
That'd be good.
Burning down the house.
Yeah.
And that either that or I just
Disco Inferno.
Disco Inferno.
That'd be
Oh
good, yeah.
yes, that would be a great one.
This one has nothing to do with it, but I just think it would be the funniest juxtaposition. I just sit back with my sunglasses and play "Easy Like a Sunday Morning" by the Commodores.
Kind of horrible.
They're just sitting like, "Why? Where is the Commodores coming from?"
I like them.
The Stewart is a man after my own heart. The Benny Hill theme.
Oh yeah, that would be good. That would be good.
That's so fucked. And remember, kids, the best way to solve a grease fire is to throw lots of water on it.
Yeah, because that's really smart.
Helpful tips from Christian Cortez.
He wants your entire house to burn.
Let it
He just
burn
wants your
again.
land. He has plans for your land.
John Rivera yakety sax.
Yeah, that's that Benny Hill theme.
Oh my god.
I would, or the Spider-Man theme would be pretty cool.
Oh my god.
1960s.
Spider-Man.
Yeah. Are you gonna do
Spider-Man.
anything? We're gonna.
Oh, so hold on.
Yeah.
We did not watch, as I thought we would, but we pivoted from our plan. We did not watch Die Hard, which of course is a
We're gonna watch
Christmas
Die Hard,
movie. It
yeah.
launches the Christmas season.
Yeah.
However, we did watch
We have plenty of time.
Beyond the Spider-Verse.
Across the
Across the Spider-Verse. We watched Across the Spider-Verse.
Oh.
And we watched 4 of the 6 movies, or 3 of the 6 movies of the Mystery Science Theater
The Gauntlet.
Marathon, The Gauntlet.
What is that?
And
It's the Jonah Heston.
yeah, it's got what's his
it's
name and what's her
season-
name?
It's
Yeah,
like season 10
yeah.
or 11 or 12.
These are like
I
the
don't know.
must-watch Mystery Science Theater movies.
These are actually, it's the Gauntlet is one of the seasons that they did, and you're supposed to watch them all in a row.
With the 2 people that were, I can't remember their names right now.
It's Patton Oswalt and God damn it, and
Was it
Red
Felicity?
Felicity.
Yes,
Jones,
yes. Felicia Day.
Felicia
Felicia Day.
That's it.
Mhm. Yes,
Felicity.
yes.
Yeah, no,
Yes.
that's you had me going there. So
Yes.
yeah,
It was-
Felicia Day
And they were great. And then we watched
and the bots.
Yeah, Beyond the Spider-Verse, Across the
Across the
Spider-Verse.
Spider-Verse.
Yeah, which really was, once you got over that initial like 5 minutes of, now I'm going to go into,
Oh,
yeah, I'm going to go into like
those are great
Tremors.
movies,
Yeah.
but it does take a minute
it's pretty
to
cool though.
to get used to it to the eyes. I
I mean,
remember seeing the
it's
first one in
pretty deep.
theaters. Oh
Pretty
yeah,
deep. Very, very deep.
but I remember seeing the first one in theaters and just being absolutely gobsmacked at how good it was.
I remember being blown away as well.
I like
Mhm.
that movie had no right, it had no right to be that good.
Yes.
Like
true.
until a lot of people had also fixed, like they had said it had fixed some problems that they had with Miles as a character, which I never fully understood. But at the same time, I just was so invested in this world
Because so many people their Spider-Man is Peter Parker.
yeah,
And it has to, and then you've got all the voices of the Peter Parkers, and you've got all the different actors playing Peter Parker, and you're like, and then you get fucking Nicolas Cage as a Peter Parker. That's pretty damn.
Spider-Noir.
And Chris Pine, that's pretty damn dope.
And there was another instance of
Yeah.
them invoking time travel that didn't make me want to hurl and throw the TV out the window. I actually was
We
like,
need we need a sound effect for
I
when
can
this happens.
tolerate that. Yes. Unlike we're trying to get through, is it Discovery?
Voyager.
We're trying to get through Star Trek
we're doing
Voyager.
Star Trek. We're still, we did,
And I
we
mean,
finished up Enterprise.
every
Yeah.
Finished up
other
Lower Decks, by the way.
episode
Ooh.
is
Lower
like
Decks is
time
awesome.
travel and the most horrifyingly
In
My-
Voyager?
reverse type
Yeah.
of time
Oh,
travel.
okay.
Yeah, it's mind-numbing time travel. It's
Yes,
why are
it's
you
like
there?
please kill me. I don't care what fucking time it is. Just kill me. Past, present, future.
But so you
Um,
dug Spider-Verse, the
I
the
did.
newest
Oh, yeah.
one.
I did.
Oh,
I did.
man.
But it ends on a cliffhanger, and then I'm like on the machine. I'm like, don't tell me the writer's strike. Oh fuck!
did.
It delayed its. Like
They took it
the
off the
next
release
one.
schedule. Like
I
that's how
know.
delayed it is.
I know.
Which means they have
Makes me
not
sad.
even started work yet. Like they're still
Get back to work.
they're still
Please.
in the midst of, I
Yes.
think, in just early development, because those guys, Phil Lord and Chris Miller, are two people who, like, anytime I see their names attached to something, I'm like, oh, I'm in for a good time. I'm in. I'm ready.
Yes, Mark.
Lego Movie,
Two.
Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, 21
Anything
Jump
is
Street,
possible,
and 22
apparently.
Jump Street.
hmm
Like, literally anything with their name, I'm like, I'm in.
Well, someone else was telling me about the Jump Streets. I forget. Oh, it was Matt. And I was like, yeah, all right, sure, whatever.
You
I'm
would
not
think.
I'm not a big Jonah Hill fan. I was.
Is
when-
Jump Street about time travel, or
yeah, it's
or
it's
am I
all
tuning
it's
in late
it's
to
all
the
about
party?
time
Okay.
travel back
Is
to
it?
'85 and you watching Johnny Depp and Richard Grieco, Roman wrestling.
Nah, I mean, I can understand not being a fan of his, but I think that the comedy in those movies shines in a big bad way. They're incredibly funny. But if you're not a fan, hey, it's all good. It happens. Friggin',
Oh no, Angelic, really?
I'm
we can
sorry,
still
but
be-
Across
we
the
can still-
Spider-Verse
we
was
can
a waste
still
of a
be
movie
friends.
ticket.
Oh no.
I might have to block you for the rest of this episode.
Yeah,
That's-
my blocking fingers firmly tucked under my
Oh.
arms because I'm cold. But Christian looks like he's capable.
I am,
Yeah,
and I'm like
I
I'm
know.
debating it. That's pretty. I don't know, man. I don't know if did you just not like the fact that it
Yes,
ended on a
dude.
cliffhanger? Because I could
Yeah.
get that. Because especially knowing that it's going to be a while before the next one.
But I don't think that they anticipated that when they ended it on a cliffhanger. But
Yeah. I mean, when you make that choice, you always run the risk of Hollywood delays. But like originally, this was marketed as part one.
Yes, it was.
So
Shut
I-
up, Engelbert. Shut
it's
the
Angelique,
fuck up.
Angelic. I like.
Engelbert.
Well, she's angelic. I mean, Angelique, angelic. It's all
Christian, remember she has a young child and soft reclining seats. Okay, fine.
All
right. Mark's appealing to my decent
Mhm.
nature.
I'm gonna have to come to your pronunciation classes, Chris. That's all there is to it. But we wanted to make sure that we don't let too much time go by before giving Christian a chance to give a beautiful testament to someone we lost.
Yeah, during our
Sucks.
little hiatus, the we lost somebody that was special to me and special to anybody who was a Saturday morning watcher. We lost Marty Krofft of Sid and Marty Krofft Productions fame. And if somehow you don't know who they are, you definitely know HR Puffin Stuff, Sid and the Sea Monsters, my personal favorite, Land of the Lost. Yeah, that one hit me like a brick truck, man.
Lidsville.
Lidsville. Oh my God, Lidsville.
Lidsville's so magical.
Lidsville with Butch Patrick? Yes.
It was Butch Patrick and Charles Nelson Riley.
One of Michael's personal favorites.
I love Charles Nelson Riley.
Has Charles Nelson Riley
How's
ever
that
been in
for a
anything you
topper?
didn't like, including Hollywood Squares, or what was it? It wasn't
Match
Hollywood
Game.
Squares.
Match Game, woman.
Sorry, Match Game.
Yo,
No wonder I ignore you.
I ain't never seen your eyes get that wide before. Oh man, that was crazy. But yeah, no, that one, it sucks because I'm in the midst of trying to do something with that. So it's just unfortunate that I never got the opportunity.
Gotcha.
But he has influenced.
Meanwhile, in my head, it shifts scene to Christian going and sitting down with Sid and asking him for permission to use something in his film, and he's like, "Dude, no." And Christian's like, "What? Bam, bam, bam!" It's like, meanwhile, we lost an icon.
No, but I mean, it's just wild to me because I mean, a lot of their work has definitely been something that has inspired me in the long run in terms of like my own sense of humor and sensibilities and TV shows and stuff. So it to me, it is a very big loss. I just think that if there's anybody that deserves the condolences for sure, it is Sid, who is definitely feeling it. Like he's been talking about it actively a lot on Instagram. I know
How
he took
old
a break.
is he? I mean,
he's 93.
I was going to say, I mean,
He's
both
the older brother. So Marty was the
okay.
younger sibling.
Gotcha,
so he
gotcha.
was 73.
Oh, wow.
Wait,
Yeah.
he was older than that, wasn't he? He had to be a little bit older. Wasn't that much younger than him?
No,
Because that's a 20-year gap.
let me see. He might have been in his 80s, but Marty.
Hold on. I'm pulling him up.
Christian
HR
V.
Puffin
Croft
stuff.
would end like Sandler v. Parker.
He was 86.
86. There you go.
Mhm. He was
Yeah,
86.
he would probably have fucked you up.
Yeah.
He would have.
I would have gladly taken that beating though. Like,
I would have
Can you-
gladly watched.
can you imagine that? Yo, I'm friends with this dude Christian. He got his ass whooped by Sid and Marty Krofft.
The dude didn't even get out of his fucking easy chair. He beat him from the chair. It was fucked up. It was
But
great.
it was awesome.
He threw a colostomy bag at him. Shit was everywhere. It was gross, but fucking awesome.
Oh, wow. So Sid
Oh,
Croft
man.
in 2021 was 92. So he's 94?
Yeah.
No,
He's
yeah.
94.
Yeah, they were still doing stuff up until a couple of years ago. They still had
Like putting a beat down on
Yeah,
fucking poor
beating-
guys who came in to just say hi to him and want to, homage them.
beating me up, like but they had the attitude of like they just kind of kept going even in the face of people who were like, you should probably stop. And they were just like, no, we're going to keep creating and keep doing it. And that's an attitude that I very much subscribe to.
Appreciate and love. Yeah.
So
great.
rest in peace,
Fuck
Marty
the
Krofft.
suits, man.
Yeah.
They were as far from the suits as you could possibly get. There was like there were certain people who melded between the suits and the creatives.
Yeah. And the creatives.
The creatives and the suits. Like you had a Sherwood Schwartz here or an Irwin Allen there.
Mm-hmm. I'm forgetting his name, but there was the head of Universal Studios for a while that was very supportive of a young Spielberg, but very much a creative. Like he was an executive for sure, but
wasn't Alan Ladd, was it?
No, I'm blanking.
Alan Ladd Jr., I should say, Laddie.
But these guys, there are a few people that are like that. One of them that I do know of that's more of this era. His name is Ted Biaselli. Ted Biaselli works for Netflix right now.
Okay.
He's the one that is basically responsible for the new Masters of the Universe with Kev.
Oh, cool.
He was the one that told him, like, I want this to have the same feeling I had with my action figures. He was responsible for bringing back the Dark Crystal.
Gotcha.
So he's very much that, like, in touch with the audience.
Okay.
Still wants to nerd
That's
out
great.
with
And
Netflix money.
Yeah. I mean, well, we thought it was Feige. We thought that Feige was in there as well, who was in
Yeah, but they
between.
spread him too thin.
And you've got they did, and but that was also his fucking fault. He should have been delegating.
Yeah.
He should have been calling up Mike Zapsik and been like, Mike Zapsik, I need your help.
We need you to run the TV division.
Yeah,
we need you to run the film division.
I know
Which
you don't
division
have
would you run, actually? Like, what would you like?
the comics, man.
You would go hands down comics?
I would want to be the editorial. I would want to be the not hated Jim Shooter. Jim Shooter kept everything on time and everything. Their continuity was like this.
Like
back
locked.
in the 80s, back in the late 70s, early 80s, that the Marvel flagships were
Ran
flagships.
like a fucking.
They did. They
tight
ran
ship,
like a Swiss watch. So and that was awesome. I mean, one thing led to another, and you had creatives who were creating. So it was just badass, and you got some of the greatest stories came from that time. Dark
That's
Phoenix
a great
Saga.
sweater on you, by the way.
Thank you. I like it too. I think I
Really,
stole it
really
from one of my
nice.
children.
I'll probably knit that sweater now.
What? Yeah, she's
I'm
getting
better at
good
that.
with that stuff. So,
Yeah. I took up knitting, by the way.
Nice.
Yes, I did.
But I hear you. So you would run the comics, and I could definitely. I would love to see.
And
that.
I would liaise with. I'd liaise with movies and television. I think it'd be great because the stories now are going to be the movies 10 years from now, or the movies like next year. Because
Well, you'd have to, because now it's almost an expectation that movies are going to somehow intersect with what's going on in
Of course.
streaming and TV, and
I mean, I feel like that's been happening, but I feel like what Marvel has started to do less and less is adapt direct stories. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they'll kind of just generally adapt Shang-Chi and take elements from different runs of it to make the amalgamation that is the Shang-Chi movie.
Well, the only reason they did that is because they couldn't take the stuff that they'd done in.
Well, yeah, because there's a few things that don't really.
Sax Romer, number one, that his estate is still very, very litigious.
Well, hold on. You have to explain that to me.
All
I
right,
don't know
so
what this
anyway.
is.
Hold on, let me put on the Comics College hat.
There you go.
Okay.
Attaboy.
Comics College
So-
is in session.
All right, boys and girls, class is now in session. Shang-Chi is, in the comics, was the son of Fu Manchu.
Okay.
Huh. Okay.
Fu Manchu is a still to this day, licensed character that even though you don't see movies about him, and he was one of and I mean, I'm talking like the preeminent, him and Charlie Chan, most racially offensive of movies and books.
But he was the big bad.
But he was the big bad.
Yeah.
And Timely, who was Marvel before Marvel changed their name to Marvel, Timely created a character called the Yellow Claw, which is just as racist and actually even a little bit more. And they used him as their go-to
Bad guy.
Asian villain.
So the dude you just mentioned, his estate,
Sax Romer, who created
Fu Manchu.
Fu Manchu. Yes.
Okay.
There was-
so that's
Back in '76, there was Peter Sellers. Was it Peter Sellers? Yeah, I think it was Peter Sellers who did. There was a movie, The Fiendish Plot of Dr. Fu Manchu. If you want to look that up.
okay. I'll look it up right now.
Fiendish Plot of Dr.
Yes,
Fu
it was.
Manchu.
It was a movie, and I'm thinking Peter Sellers but it's so. But they could use. Him.
Okay, here we go. Fiendish Plot of Dr. Fu Manchu is a 1980 comedy film starring Peter Sellers and
Okay.
David Tomlinson, based on characters created by Sax Romer. Film stars Sellers in the dual role of Fu Manchu. Oh my God, I've seen clips of this.
Yes, of course.
Yes. Oh my
And-
God, he did such a good job. It's so cringy. Oh
And
God.
they
Playing
and
this
Fu Manchu was in the
completely
serials back in the
cringy.
40s.
Yes.
So this is technically
Yes.
a Marvel movie from way back when, or a loose adaptation?
No, it's not anything. Fu Manchu was just they had licensed the character of Fu Manchu to appear in the Masters of Kung Fu.
Oh,
So, but fast forward, you can't do that now because they're like, all right, your window closed, and now if you want to use them, you owe us money.
Wow.
the rights lapsed.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, and it was the just FYI for anyone who's running to see if they can get a copy. It was overwhelmingly panned by critics.
Of course
I
it was.
surprised. Yes.
Because you had a white man and actually Peter Sellers would go on to do. He was in. Oh my God, what was the name of that? Murder by Death.
And now, see, this
He
is
played
this is
Charlie
a film,
Chan.
This is a film,
Wow.
according to the history that I'm reading, that had a lot of problems that should have killed it several times. And so you have to ask yourself, what in God's name is the logic of a universe that would allow a film like that to go ahead and get made and get shown to people, and so many other wonderful creative works of art, like the Muppets and other things, get trashed?
Engelbert Humperdinck has an opinion. He's like, "Oh, not as racist as Mickey Rooney's portrayal of an Asian. That's up there.
No,
It's
it
up
actually-
there, but it's not that
Can
bad."
you pull up? Actually, that was pretty bad.
What am I looking up? Mickey Rooney's
No,
portray-
you're
no?
no.
What am I looking up?
That was, and you know what that's from, right? Breakfast at Tiffany's.
Yeah.
Okay, so no, we're not doing Breakfast at Tiffany's. Murder by Death,
Okay.
which
This
is
food-
even much more.
This Fu Manchu movie is bizarre. It has Peter Sellers,
Yep.
Helen Mirren,
Yep.
David Tomlinson,
Yep.
and Sid Caesar.
Yes.
What the hell? Oh, and this is Orion. Wow.
Okay, so Murder by Death, 1976 American comedy mystery.
This is insane.
Directed by Robert Moore, written by Neil Simon.
Yes.
Stars Eileen Brennan. See, I
Yep.
can't pronounce anyone's name.
Eileen
Don't even
Brennan.
take offense. Truman Capote.
Yep. Capote was in it.
James Coco, Peter Falk, Alec Guinness, Elsa Lanchester, David Niven, Peter Sellers,
Yep.
What's this movie?
Maggie
It's Murder by
Smith,
Death.
Nancy Walker, and Estelle Winwood. Wow, it's a broad parody or spoof of A Country House Whodunit. I have no idea what that
An
means.
Agatha Christie novel.
Agatha
Oh, and then
Christie,
there were none.
Gotcha.
Sort of, but
Mm.
this was much worse because it had all the 1920s and 30s detectives, the famous detectives like oh God, whoever Mickey Spillane's character was, Sam Spade. That's it, Sam Spade.
Mhm.
You had Sam Spade in there. You had Charlie Chan and Number
Yeah.
One Son.
Yeah, you did. Oh my God, Peter Sellers in Yellowface.
It was even oh my God, it was so
Oh,
much
God.
worse. So
Okay.
Yeah, it wasn't. Time is not friendly to those type.
no,
of,
it is really not.
those type
So-
of characters.
So that's that being said. Now, what was I?
So it was the history of why like Shang-Chi is the
Oh,
way it is
Shang-Chi,
currently.
Yes.
But yes, that's why. But
So they couldn't use that character, so they had to kind of figure out a way to give him that same
They had to
legacy
Frankenstein him.
backstory. He had to be a legacy of a great villain, so they created a villain that was kind of like Fu
Mhm.
Manchu. Now, how closely is the villain that is his father in the film version of Shang-Chi? How closely did they cleave to the Fu Manchu? No, they took a lot of license.
No,
with that. Okay.
Fu Manchu was very. If you take a look at some of that shit, he was very. He had the Mandarin fingernails. I mean, he was very.
He a very bad caricature.
Yes,
Yeah,
he
I'm
was
Okay.
just from
incredibly
even
bad.
what I imagine.
And
Gotcha,
Sax
gotcha.
Rohmer was, I believe, a British colonialist who he was just horrible.
Patrick Clance brings out.
Someone is waiting patiently to keyboard scream at the person who brings up RDJ and Tropic Thunder. But wasn't that supposed to be a spoof? I mean,
Yeah,
wasn't that intentionally written
Robert
to
Downey's
make fun of people?
he's playing a dude playing another dude disguised as another dude.
Yes.
I mean, isn't
I
that
love
the
it.
joke? Is
Yeah,
that,
that's
you
the
know,
whole
yeah.
point of that. I think that's one of those examples where that's purposely being you're in spoof
Well-
territory.
Well,
now.
right there, he went full on blackface. I mean, right?
No, he did.
Well, he did.
Yeah.
You know.
No, 110%.
No, I mean, he went full blackface. And it was so because he went, didn't he? He had his like skin altered,
Oh,
so
yeah.
it was like, oh my God, you're
my favorite scene in that movie is when he argues with an actual black person and he brings him close and he's like, we shouldn't be fighting like this, we're brothers. And they're just like, what the fuck? Oh my God. Blackface Neil Diamond in The Jazz Singer. What? I don't think what is that? Neil Diamond?
Oh, okay. Hold on. We gotta look this
Yes,
shit up.
true.
Hold on.
yes.
He kind of looked, I think he's referring to Fu Manchu. He looked like Lopan from Big Trouble in Little China.
I believe so.
Oh my God.
Well, Peter Sellers. Yes.
Oh, yeah. The Jazz Singer, 1927, whose actors are. Oh,
That was
you're
Al
talking.
Jolson.
Oh,
Oh,
gotcha,
that's
gotcha,
way
gotcha.
back.
I don't think that did Did Neil
Okay.
Diamond actually put on blackface?
Neil Diamond's blackface scene might be the most embarrassing moment in Jewish cinema history. I guess he did. I mean, I've never seen it. I don't.
I didn't know
but-
we were keeping count of.
Yeah, I didn't know either.
Embarrassment to Jewish cinema.
There's a
All right.
list that we don't
There's
know
a list.
about. Holy shit!
The list of the most embarrassing, offensive.
Seriously,
Yes.
is
Oh,
Yentl
hold on.
on there?
A Very Brady Christmas was offensive. I'm just
Wait a
like.
minute. Was it Very Brady Christmas?
I
offensive?
don't
'Cause that's
know.
awesome.
Was
I
that one of the
just-
theatrical Brady movies? Was that the ones where they
No.
were spoofing it, or was that
I
like a one from
just
back in the
scanned-
day?
That's
I just
back in the
scanned
day.
and I
That
thought
was
I
a
saw.
made for
Here
TV.
it goes. Looking a lot like Greg Brady in a very offensive Brady Christmas. Okay. I have no idea. Did you watch this movie?
What?
The jazz
singer?
singer, yeah, with,
No.
with him. Okay, I didn't watch it.
No,
either.
I have no idea.
I guess I don't need to go watch it, huh?
Yeah, it doesn't sound like
No.
something that'll tickle my fancy.
No, I would need to go watch more Christian stuff. So, what are you working on now, my friend?
Right now we are in the midst of pre-production on a short film that is proving to be definitely a challenge, but I am very much open for it.
Well, wait a
went
minute.
we went into it knowing it was going to be difficult.
What? I mean, without giving too much away, if you can, it's fine. What is a challenge to you?
We're doing a short film about Jim Henson.
Okay.
So just from that alone is proving to be like, well, how do we do this in
Okay.
the proper way? But then also we're trying to figure out how to license something in particular, and it is just the rigmarole you have to go through to deal with suits and beg for them to appeal to the goodness in their nature.
Yeah,
so
there is no goodness in their nature. So.
I'm praying. I hope I find somebody.
Okay.
But I
It's like Luke pleading with Darth Vader. I know there's some good in you somewhere.
Yeah,
As
pretty
he's
much.
like, yeah.
Nah,
but
you dick, buddy.
but other than that, that's going pretty well. And then a script that I gave to Mike is actually getting pretty well reviewed, and it so far the reception
By
I've been
more than
getting-
Mike, or
by more than just Mike.
by
Like,
more than just
so
Mike?
I got something called coverage done. When you write a screenplay, when you want like thoughts and opinions.
Is
on
this
it,
what we're yeah, awesome. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, and I have to share it with Jules, so
Okay.
because
Yeah.
you told me I could.
it's a very particular throwback film. A couple of different people have read it that are in these comments, so they know what I'm talking about. But so far, the professionals have been like, this is actually like pretty goddamn good.
Really?
Yeah,
So
and
hold on.
that's been very.
Explain coverage to me because I've never heard of that.
So script coverage is essentially when let's say you write a movie
Mm.
and you want to get like a professional's opinion on it.
Okay.
So I went to this website called We Screenplay, which is the #1 script coverage website. I submitted the script, and then they just kind of give me notes. They're like, "Hey, we think this is what we think of it. This is what we think maybe you could change or alter, but we think that this generally works or such and such."
Okay.
And I placed in the top 28% of scripts when I submitted that. Yeah, so
Oh, that's so cool.
that was cool. I will say they considered it a pass though. So
What does that mean?
So they'll either say we recommend, consider, or pass,
Mhm.
and more than likely you'll get a pass unless you're like writing something where it is just uber spectacular.
Mhm.
I wrote basically a throwback movie,
Okay.
so I knew like I wasn't gonna do too spectacularly,
Mhm.
but to still place is still really really good.
That's
So
bullshit on their part. That's bullshit on their part. They should just judge it on its own merit, not it's a throwback. Fuck that. Who cares?
oh no, it's not seen as a detriment. It's something where I
I
think that it was it's definitely an old school movie, which I think
Yeah.
which works to its own advantage. But for someone who I don't want to diss it because I actually do respect what they said. I still
Mhm.
did pretty well. So at the same time, I am just a happy camper right now. I'm a very happy writer.
Okay.
you want to
feeling
tell
good.
Kyle,
Mike.
yeah. If you want to you want to put it up, you want to
Yeah, Mike, if I sent a message to the stash in hopes of maybe one Wednesday around 3 p.m. getting you on my UK comic show for a head-to-head trivia challenge, brief visit, okay or no?
absolutely. You kidding? Let's even make it a definite. So
Ooh,
3 p.m.
okay.
on a Wednesday. Let's do if you can do the end of January. That'd be great.
I don't know. Why don't you guys connect on your
Yeah.
message? Why don't you
If
send
need
a
any of this,
message
I
to
will set you up.
Beautiful.
email thesecretstash@gmail.com. The THE secret SECRET, right? Stash, STASH,
Yes.
@gmail.com. And just put in the headline, want Mike for trivia contest, and you guys can get connected and work it all out.
Yeah,
You love that kind of stuff.
I do.
and you'll kick ass at it. I know you will.
Oh, thank you.
It'll be
And-
fun. That would be fun.
And do you have that picture of Ortega, Erica Ortega? Oh, bummer. Okay. Okay. Well,
Oh, hey, Austin.
ladies and gentlemen, just wanted you to know that somebody had sent, and feel free to send if you're a puppet maker out there. Somebody sent an Erica Ortega Strange New Worlds puppet.
Oh yes. Okay, I know what you're talking about.
So
No way. Someone made a puppet of her? That's
Yeah.
awesome.
and they sent it to her, and they're like, "Hey, let's do a Star Trek next, the Strange New Worlds
Puppet
episode."
Oh,
I'm
that's
like,
right. Because I saw that and
You
I sent
sent
that
that
to
to
you.
me, and
I
I
didn't
sent it to
realize that
Kristen.
was the back. All I
Yeah.
saw was Anson Mount was
No,
like, I'm in.
No,
and I
there's
was
a
like,
picture of her with.
I was
with
like,
the mupp-
oh my
with her own
God,
puppet.
Christian would go nuts. Like,
Yes.
yes.
So
yes.
if anyone out there has any puppeteering skills and you want to send, I don't know, your humble hosts their avatars in puppet form, I would never say no to that.
Yeah.
Would we have to do a
Would- I
puppet
would
segment every
never-
time? Wouldn't that be fun?
I would if we had puppet versions of ourselves, I'd make our own version of the theme song, but it would look like the Muppet Show. It's time for Comics College. It's time for the
That
top
would be
five.
so awesome.
It's time for live at the Secret Sauce show tonight.
Speaking of top five, should we
Ah,
make
yes.
time for top five?
I think we need to make
Simply
time.
because we fucking love the theme song and I
Yeah.
want to hear it.
Yeah, we do the segment just for the theme song at this point.
Yeah.
That and great comic book recommendations. So you guys know what time it is.
It's true.
All right, Mike, tell the good people at home what you got.
All right, you folks need to read this. It's called Slow Burn.
Ooh.
These
Is it a slow burn?
it is actually a slow. It's a little faster than a slow burn. So slow burn is these folks. They have one last heist in them. So they have a heist and they take their loot and they hide out in a town that's on fire. Sound familiar? And there aren't a whole lot of people in this town.
I mean, it's on
and-
fire.
It's on fire, but it's been on fire for decades.
There's actually a town in Pennsylvania, right?
It's called
a coal mine.
Centralia.
Yeah,
Oh,
yes.
That's where Silent Hill is based off of.
Oh,
So it's really cool, folks. I mean, I can't recommend this enough. This is such a cool concept, and just
Travis, why don't you go on to thesecretstashonline.com, hit reservist, and join us in our reservist program.
yeah.
You'll get it for 15% off. And Michael will make other wonderful
Yeah,
recommendations.
there you
for
go. Attaboy, Travis. Yeah, I don't give shit away, buddy. Sorry. We are not a not-for-profit. Here we go. This is Titans
Ooh.
Beast World. So this is the kickoff to the DC's big company-wide thing.
Ooh, the art is
Yes.
pretty killer.
It's Ivan Reis, and Ivan Reis is awesome. He's a fantastic artist. He did a lot of Blackest Night.
Oh, okay.
So,
All
but
right.
this is Titans oriented, and this touched
their
me.
angle of the story.
No, this
Oh.
has to do with the Titans. And this is a farewell to Keith Giffen, who just passed away recently.
God, that is gorgeous.
beautiful.
artwork.
Yes, it's gorgeous art, and look at that.
Yeah.
So, guess what? Beast Boy. This is really cool. Beast Boy.
Oh, I don't like
Can-
that at all.
That's
So-
him.
Oh, that's him as the.
As Starro. I'm not going to give away too much, but actually, that's not even really giving much away because,
Does the story match the art in terms of?
very much so because
Okay.
it's Tom Taylor, and
Okay.
Tom Taylor has been knocking it out of the park with Nightwing and the Titans.
That's great.
I have a Comics College question for you.
Yes.
How long would a book like that typically take to turn around?
Yes.
like a book like that? Like, is there like a development period for comic books?
Like this feels like a double issue almost.
Like
It's
how
a little
long
bit
would it
bigger
take
than
for
a
them to
double
do
issue.
this?
Yeah, like how, like typically, like on a bigger scale, because I mean, art like that has to
That's
take.
well, there are some guys who are just amazing artists, like him, Gary Frank, our buddies over at Ghost Machine.
Yeah, I've
Gary
heard.
Frank and-
Yeah, I've heard. I mean, I've heard some artists say that you can kind of roughly assume that maybe if you're on your game, you do a page and a half a day.
A page
But-
a day, but yeah.
Yeah, but maybe some are faster and some are slower,
Yeah,
like
that's
everything
what
else.
happens.
Like that's an average, so you're gonna have
Like our buddy Chris
Yeah.
Campana can do a page a day. I hope I'm not like blowing smoke up Chris's ass, but he told me, page a day.
Wow.
When he's in the groove.
I just
So,
with
but this
such
is-
detail.
This is really cool because there's something that happens, and this is amazing. I mean, just that Beast Boy Astaro is friggin' phenomenal. That is the MacGuffin. It's a MacGuffin because the real story happens after. So it's a kickoff. So this is just
You sold
pretty-
that book.
this is beautiful. The artwork itself, the art sells it. And
oh yeah,
the Tom
we
Taylor,
have that, right? You're getting that for us.
the Tom Taylor, he who wrote all of the Injustice,
Mhm.
where Superman and his Justice League take over the world.
The bad
Different,
timeline.
yeah, a different timeline. Yes. Next up is Spider-Woman Gang War.
With Moon Knight on the cover?
No, this is an homage. I just had to do this is the homage cover with Moon Knight. Moon Knight's about to die, folks, for about like 6 months.
Because no
However-
one's truly dead in comic
No.
books.
But Spider-Woman finds out from Peter that a gang war is brewing, and a lot of people are gonna get hurt. And Peter wants to cut this off at the knees.
I like the premise of that because that's not like. Don't get me twisted. I love big world-ending events as much as the
Mhm.
next guy, but I like when a character like Spider-Man has to deal with something that's more of a street level threat.
Mhm.
I think that's pretty cool. Okay, I could dig that.
Yeah, pretty badass. This was kick-ass. Batman Off-World.
That title alone.
Batman, this is very young Batman venturing out from Gotham City into the larger universe. And he needs to, how he trained? Check this out. This is Doug Mankey art.
Nice. That's
So,
really nice.
God.
That's gonna take a while
Yes,
to
that,
do
I'm
something
sure
with
it
that
does.
much detail. Yeah.
So Batman encounters somebody who's a little bit more powerful than he is. I'm sure he took him down in Gotham City, but he ventures out into the larger universe to train.
Oh.
How so he can deal with greater threats.
That's
than
how you know
just-
someone was powerful.
Yeah.
Because he leaves the planet to
Yeah.
go find someone to train him. Wow.
or to go and just because as we saw in Dark Knight, you know,
Yeah, he did get his ass.
he got his ass whooped a lot.
Yeah.
So that was pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, Batman is just a rich dude, but a very well trained rich dude.
Mm.
That's really funny that's what happens in this book essentially, because I just watched for the first time Batman versus the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie that they did a couple of years ago,
Okay.
and I really dug it. No, but let me tell you something.
No, I love the tone of Michael's voice. Oh, okay.
Batman
loves you
versus
very much,
Shredder
Christian, 'cause
is
he
something
said
that I was
nothing.
not prepared for
Yes.
because they're both very equally matched.
Yes.
And he kicks the shit out of the Shredder.
Yeah.
But no, Shredder also kicks the shit out of him.
Yes.
Very much so, equal playing ground. But I love an idea where it's just like, oh, someone whooped his ass so badly on Earth that he had to leave it to find the higher power.
Yeah.
I
He's like, damn,
yeah.
a fucking rat kicked my ass. I gotta get off planet. And
No, Shredder was the guy who's like the cheese shredder.
Oh, my
oh, is
God.
that him?
Yeah, it's in,
Oh, I don't know Teenage.
I don't know if I
Mutant Ninja
agree
Turtles.
with this,
Who's the
but
rat
that's
guy
so
then?
crazy. Batman is essentially the Dom Toretto of comics.
Who is
Come
that
on,
guy?
Bruce.
that is Splinter.
Splinter. Well, they sound the same.
I know,
Splinter,
it's a-
Shredder.
I
Whatever.
gotcha.
Oh,
Right.
my
Yeah.
apologies. What's
Think
next?
business. I
Nah,
don't know.
Dom. I don't really.
I don't subscribe to that, John.
No, I'm sorry, John. I
I know
also-
Batman loves family, but that's about
this-
it.
No, you don't want to look at this. This is
Oh, okay. Not for me.
no.
Okay.
This one is Basic
Whoa.
Instinct.
Wait, what? They took Basic Instinct?
Yep, and turned it into. It's called Basic Instinct Pound of Flesh. So Catherine Tremell is back, and this is the weirdest art you will see. I got it because I put it on my list because it was just funky enough that it's like holy crap. And
Play that funky music.
yeah, and
Zapster.
we're not going to see much of like her crossing and uncrossing her legs.
Yeah, it's
in this
this
one.
is a different one.
Yeah, but it was funky, and it set me up for number 2. Wait, yeah, isn't that a cool?
I love that cover. I
Yeah.
love stuff like that.
So
That's
yeah,
so dope.
that's
That's your top 5.
that's my top
That
5.
is your top 5.
Nice.
Top 5. Good.
And I feel
Good
educated-
reads this
and I
week,
feel
yeah.
educated with
Yeah,
the
yeah.
top 5. What was your personal favorite out of this list, though?
Not surprisingly, Beast World.
Yeah.
Teen Titans Beast World or Titans Beast
That
World.
one with the idea of Beast Boy being the MacGuffin has me very intrigued.
And she plays an integral part in the upcoming stuff. That's because it's called Beast World. So
Mm,
that should tell
yeah, that
you
makes sense.
something.
Yeah. A little bit of a nod there. That's pretty cool. Did we sell out of the Fat Man? No, we have
No,
2
we-
more. Okay.
Do you guys have anything to promote for the stash coming up with, or are we kind
Promote
of done for the year?
stash. Well, first of all, I want to thank everyone who came out for Black Friday weekend. We had a great weekend. There were a ton of people here. We had a lot of fun.
Oh, we had a
It
blast. It was
really
a lot
kicked
of
off the
fun.
holiday season. So thanks everybody for coming out and sharing some early holiday fun with us.
They want to know if
Um,
anything sold out in particular on Black Friday.
Yes, actually,
Yeah.
all of our Clerks 3 cards
Our Clerks 3 cards, our Garbage Pail
Pail
Kid
Kids.
cards. We still have a few of the mystery boxes. I'll probably be like shooting them up on social media soon.
Shooting them up.
because we can mail those. We can't mail. We can't. Michael actually did sell out of his first selection of comic boxes. Basically, the stash comic boxes with the stash logo on them. We're not getting them made anymore. We can't get them made anymore. We're trying to find another vendor. If you know anybody who actually does custom printed boxes, let us know. It seems like an impossible ask. But with the last 20 boxes we had, he did 10. To have them ready for Black Friday, they sold, and he's done 10 more, and we'll have them throughout the holidays. And they are hand curated by him, back issues, at least $300 worth of great books. So you might have books that are, upwards of $30 in there. You might have, a bunch of great books. If it's runs, it's by character, it's by
I took a peek in one of those
storyline.
boxes. They're pretty damn.
Not supposed
they're a
to.
lot of fun. They are a lot of
I
fun.
took a peek. What are
And you
gonna
get it
do
for
about
$25 and you get the box for free. The box, we were selling for like $15-16. So anyway, it's a great deal. Like I said, we just did 10 more of those. But yeah, we really stocked up. I mean, it would have had to be, it would
We're
have had to
almost
be
sold out of the
an avalanche.
Pop-Taters.
Yeah, but the Pop-Taters are almost gone. And
we had gotten the Clerks 3 pops in time for.
we did. We got the Clerks 3 pops
So.
in time, which was great. We just got back in some Quick Stops hardcover. We sold a lot of those. Anyone who wants to buy one, get online and buy one with the caveat that you have to be patient. If you're not a patient person, don't, because they're unsigned right now. We have to wait until we can get them signed, and we don't have a date on the calendar yet for
Right.
signing. So it could be very
Be a
many
little
weeks. But if you want to secure one, you can certainly go and get one, and we will send it to you. We promise.
Good
as soon as
things
we can
come
get
to
it
those
signed.
who wait.
Exactly.
Yes,
So
it's very true.
like I said, I mean, we purposely, we spent a lot of time making sure we were well stocked for the holiday season. So luckily, we got a lot of things in right before. So we got our Quick Stops black bowling jerseys in, which are hugely popular. And we've still got a good stock of them left. Yeah, so we've got plenty. So come on in. We're going to continue to extend our back issue sale throughout the holiday season,
25% off, people.
which is really great.
I guess that answers Christopher Hewitt's question.
Sure we've got tons of kids books. So if you're shopping for kids, we've got tons of stuff for kids too. So,
Nice.
so Black Friday was great.
Yeah.
We don't have any events scheduled for the rest of the year, but that's okay. because we are already planning our in-store events and things for next year. We're going to kick it off in a big way. We actually are having one more event in the store. I take that back. And I'm going to let you talk about that.
Pete
December
Capella's coming
16th.
in.
Yes, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
we did just schedule this.
Pete Capella and Mike. I'm sorry. I'm horrible with last names.
Yeah. Hold on.
And I should be much better with last names.
Come on.
Seeing how fucked up my last name
Mike
is.
Pollock.
Mike
so
Pollock.
Pete Capella is the voice of Silver the Hedgehog.
Silver the Hedgehog.
Mike Pollock is the voice of Dr. Eggman. So
Dr. Eggman.
Yeah, and he's also
No, it's not Dr. Eggman. Isn't it Dr. Eggman?
Eggman? Is it
I am
not
the
Eggman.
walrus. Cuckoo.
Yes. Not
Okay.
Eggman. He's not like Spider-Man. Spider-Man.
They'll be here on the 16th from 12 to 4, and they'll be here. You can meet and greet. It's free to come in and meet and greet. They might be doing some signing, and we'll have more information about that. But that should be a lot of fun. We're looking forward to that. So that's great. And and we're just having a lot of fun. Actually, rounding out the year, Michael's going to do something special for our reservists. By the way, thank you. We've had tremendous response to the fact that we are now, providing folks with the ability to go onto previews, Pullbox online, set up an account. Now we ship anywhere in the continental U.S. and it's a lot of fun. And Michael's had a ton of good times recommending things to folks. In December, when your December boxes go out, I just posted something about some of the November boxes. I forgot. I got distracted and couldn't get a picture of the first set of boxes that went out, but I got the second one. But with your December boxes, reservists, you're going to get a little surprise. Michael's going to go through each and every one of your reading lists and all of the feedback that you guys have exchanged. And he's going to pick out a couple of books that he'd like you to consider putting on your list. So,
or just enjoy him and set him on fire. I don't care.
Hey, you bought them. You can do whatever you want.
No, it is.
No. They're going to be gifts. They're going to be stash gifts to our reservists.
Yeah.
I'm going to be curating a couple of our back issues for.
Yeah, how generous these guys are. Come on.
Yeah,
This is why I love this
listen,
place.
read more comics. That's our motto, right?
Read more
Read
comics.
more comics.
Yeah, read more comics. So there's a lot of good stuff out there.
Cool.
Yeah, so I guess that's the highlights.
Yeah.
And
If you want something else, I'm going to be like Elon. Fuck you. You want more? What, do you want blood? You want blood from me?
Trying to hold me hostage?
No, but seriously, folks, thank you so much for coming in and supporting the stash and turning us into the world. We were already the world's most famous comic book store. Now we're the world's greatest comic book store.
And by the way, if you want to give someone a really unique gift, you could give us a call or email us.
You want to get
online reservist. You could actually set a loved one up or yourself with a reservist program. You get 15% off all your new books, trade paperbacks, and omnibuses. And
you could
gift
give
cards too.
Yeah, we do gift cards.
You
You
do
could
gift
give
cards?
them like
absolutely.
you could give them a $300. That's like 6 months of like their favorite comic books.
That's true.
So then
That's very true.
how awesome would that be?
Yeah. So anyway, we're just looking forward to. We want everyone to be healthy. There's some weird virus going around. Everyone's complaining about. Just stay healthy, folks. Stay
It's
healthy.
called Can't Stop Complaining-itis.
Yeah. There's some of that too. Yes, but there's some legit.
You know what the
stuff
cure to that
going on.
is? How about the fuck you Cillin?
Yeah.
There you go. A nice healthy dose of yeah. there you go.
Exactly. Stop whining and get back to work.
Yeah, there you go.
Mhm.
John, before we go, John did acknowledge something that I did want to touch on, but it was very, very brief. He was very sad over Mark Hamill retiring as the Joker officially.
I hadn't heard about that.
Yeah, when did that happen?
So Mark confirmed this over Twitter over our little hiatus.
Okay.
And to me, honestly, it makes sense. Like, he was the companion for Kevin Conroy's Batman. And he literally said, it was like, without my Batman, crime has no punchline. So I'm like, it does make sense, and it's unfortunate, but I do look forward to seeing like who else can pick up that mantle. There have been some very stellar voice actors who have picked up the voice of the Joker. My personal favorite outside of Mark Hamill, John DiMaggio.
Of course.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need some guys, but not these guys. Because these guys is dead. Yep. Awesome.
But I am bummed, but it does make sense. And to be quite frank, he goes out on a high note. Yeah. I think the last thing he did was the Justice League action cartoon with Kevin Conroy. Mm-hmm. There might be something else he did because he was always he was Joker peppered out
Mhm.
like for special things. But I think it makes sense. So I think with that, that's all I got with that.
All right.
But I think that's pretty much it for this
Thank you,
episode.
and thank you for the years,
Exactly.
Mark. We appreciate it.
Very much so.
Yeah.
We know you're a big fan of this show. You should come on and talk with us.
Now that you've got all this extra time,
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly,
why not?
yeah.
Because I mean, you're not playing Joker. You got all this. You're not really doing much Star Wars these days. Yeah, come on our show.
Exactly.
Replace me as the host. I'll give it up.
No, we can
No,
make
you
room
will
here at
not.
the big table.
Hell yeah.
It's big enough for everybody.
Yeah, this is true.
I'd love to podcast with Mark. That'd be great.
That would be pretty dope. That'd be awesome.
We do have some interesting guests that we're courting, and that we've got some.
We are
great feedback
courting some
from
guests, folks.
for the
I
new
think
year.
next year
Yeah.
we're definitely going to get more interviews for this show. I think it'd be very fun
Mhm.
for just reaching out and nerding out with
Yeah,
other people
absolutely.
that
Oh, hell
also get it, you know?
Mhm.
So let's I think the next year is going to be
More
a
to
very
come,
fun
yeah.
year
Yeah.
for Live from the Secret Stash. Thank
Not
you
that we're
guys.
not going to be podcasting. We may not podcast every week throughout the rest of the year, but we'll be
yeah,
here
we're gonna
more often
figure
than
it out.
not. Yeah, yeah.
We're going to try and switch some things up, but in a good way, just so we can keep the show fresh. And
Exactly.
there will always be top 5.
Yes.
The music ain't changing. The theme song ain't changing.
Absolutely.
None of that is going
We'll
away.
be at the stash.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
always be here to geek out. We're just going to figure out how to make it even more fun.
Puppets.
Puppets are
Yeah.
a big part of that.
I'm telling you, folks, get on it.
So someone had actually said that they still know the guy who built the Silent Bob puppet.
DJ.
DJ, yeah, let's hit him up.
All right, cool.
DJ, if you listen, just make sure it's the new dude, not the old one.
Yeah, because you can't afford that much yarn.
No,
Oh,
Holy shit, that was
Jesus.
that's-
All right.
that was good.
Talk about going out on a high note.
Oh,
All
thank
right.
you guys. Thank you again for watching another episode of Live from the Secret Stash. Tune in next time, same bat channel, same bat place.
We love you.
We love you. Good night.
Hey kids, we're live in the Secret Stash with Mike, Julia, and Christian. It's a hella bash. Tune in and check out the podcast. We got the nerd button on repeat and we're gonna smash. Come on in, I assure you that we're open. Shoe polish on our signs cause our locks are always broken. You need that view askew? You know we got you, dude. Showing gratitude and always smiling, never rude. Top 5 movie reviews and what's new. We bring in all the big guns when we